I want to remind everybody how important it is to release energy from your body. When you have a strong emotion, that's energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So think about when you're really angry or you're frustrated or you're scared or stressed or whatever these emotions are that don't feel good in our body. Those emotions have a vibration. The energy has a vibration, and it's a low vibration. So it can cause problems in our body if it stays there. So we need to get rid of it. And ways to get rid of that energy are through crying, screaming into a pillow, journaling, which is one thing I love to do, is just dump journal and just write. And anything that comes to mind, if I'm really upset, I'll just write it on paper just to get the energy out. If anybody's ever heard of EFT or tapping, that's another great way to move energy through the body. But it's important to move it instead of letting it sit in there and just constantly thinking about what you're worried about or what you're upset about, or it's like a tornado of thoughts that just go round and round and round. It's not serving you. It's actually hurting you. And if you listen to your body is telling you that it's hurting you, but your brain is refusing to acknowledge it. Your body always knows before your brain will acknowledge it. So it's important when you have an emotion that's a strong emotion that doesn't feel good, that you feel it. Feel what you need to feel because it's a human emotion, but don't stay stuck in it. Move through it and find a way to release. I had a client recently. I could see she had a lot of pent up energy. And I asked her if she had a pillow, and I invited her to scream into the pillow. And, she went off camera and did that and came back and she was crying. So it's a release. It's a way to release energy. And usually when I'm journaling, if I'm dump journaling like that, I'll start crying because I'm releasing the energy. So it's so important. It's so important to release it, because what happens is if you don't, your body is going to pay the consequences of what your brain is refusing to do. So if you're one of those people that's stressed a lot and you don't have a way to release it, and sometimes people love to exercise, that's a great way to get the energy out. Just doing something that you enjoy is another way, just to get it moving through your body again. Living a purposeful life, a fulfilled life, that's going to help move energy, because the majority of your thoughts are happy thoughts. They're thoughts that are serving you. They're thoughts that are what you desire. So I want you to think about it that way. Like, how do you feel when you're thinking about something that's not serving you? How does that make your body feel? Versus how do you feel about thinking about something you want to do, or maybe something you did do and want to do again? Tap into that feeling, that emotion, that higher vibration emotion. That's where we want to live. We want to live with the higher vibrational emotions. We don't ignore the lower vibration ones, because it's a part of the human experience, is to feel sad and angry and frustrated and all that. They're not bad. But what happens is when we stay stuck in those emotions, that's when they don't serve us and they actually hurt our body. And a good example is right now I have a head cold. For the past week, my husband's been in the hospital. So I've been burning the candle at both ends. And I thought I was handling it well. I was crying if I needed to cry. I was letting the emotion out. I was doing my gratitude journal. But I wasn't doing my other journaling. And that's the way that I release. So as a result, here we are. Okay, so it happens. It's a lesson learned, right? So that's part of the reason why I wanted to get on too, because, it's like looking right in the face, like, oh, you practice what you preach. And I was doing it, but I wasn't doing it enough because I'm sick. So it was a wake-up call for me too. Like, all right, You need to start doing what you need to do and worry about you. And I was so worried about him the whole week and making sure all the balls were up in the air, and my daughter and work and, everything, both jobs, the college and this. And so it was a lot. It was a lot. But I do know how. See, that's the thing too. I have the tools. I know what to do. So for those of you, here's my concern, is those of you who don't have the tools, who don't know how to release that energy. I feel for you, especially if you have a loved one in the hospital, because it's very stressful. Just the going back and forth to the hospital, the energy in the hospital is not great because there's a lot of sick people there. So I was feeling that as well. And I wasn't doing my energy cleansing. Now that I think and sit about it, when I sit and think about it, I wasn't doing that either. So I was spending the day there, and I was coming home with that energy still on me and wasn't clearing it. So there we go. But please just find a way to release energy. Find a way, whether it's, I should have been journaling when I got home, even though I was really tired. I should have forced myself to do it because I know that worked for me. So it's hard now that it's wintertime here where I am, and it's not been nice. The sun hasn't been out either, so that's not good for mental health, because it hasn't been sunny in so many days. It's just been this overclouded and just not really raining or snowing, but it's just overcast constantly. So that's not good energetically either. So even more important for me to focus on things that are making me happy, things that fulfill me, because that's going to change my mindset. And when my mindset gets changed, what I'm thinking changes and how my body feels changes. And that affects every cell in my body. So your thoughts actually affect the cells in your body and how they function. So the emotions actually will negatively affect how our cells function. And so when they stay stuck in there, that's when havoc is released. And we get sick, and we feel back pain, and we have headaches, and all the other ailments that we have is trapped energy. So if you are looking to release and you don't know how to do it, reach out to me. I can certainly work with you, or just pick up a pencil and a piece of paper and just write your emotion out. Write what you're going through out, just to get it out of your body. And then once it's done, then you sit in, okay, how would I rather feel? I'd rather feel peaceful. I'd rather feel whatever it is. And then go to something that made you feel that way. And that's like your anchor when you're having a bad day or not feeling what's serving you anymore. Because those negative emotions don't serve us for long term. They let us know when there's a problem, when we're out of alignment. Because if I'm feeling an emotion that's not serving me, I know that I'm not in alignment. So I can figure out, okay, what's going on with me? Why am I feeling this way right now? And how can I change it? So that's my public service announcement for the day. To learn how to clear that energy and get it out of your body. Okay? Have a good day.